Welcome to the Wealth Nation podcast. I am Yolanda. I'm a wealth advisor with Solomon Wealth, and it is my goal on this platform and any other platform that you follow my content on is to give you easy, actionable tips, content, and strategies that you can use to manage your money well and to build generational wealth. Please, if it's the first time that you're listening to us, consider subscribing to this podcast on whichever platform that you are listening on. We're on Apple iTunes, we're on Deezer, we're on TuneIn, we're on Spotify. So click subscribe, download the app, and whenever I put up some new content, that's every Monday, you will be the first to hear about it because it will automatically appear on your app. And we talk about all kinds of things, money and finance from a South African perspective on this platform. And you'll get to know about it from a South African perspective. The Wealth Nation podcast is brought to you by Solomon Wealth Management. Solomon Wealth Management is an innovative team of wealth managers that addresses the entirety of your life, your family, your business, your future, one facet at a time. We use our skill and expertise to the consideration of what you have accumulated and how best to administer it through life's changes. From financial counsel on managing your wealth to careful contemplation of how to transfer it to future generations, it's your vision for your future combined with our skill and expertise to help you reach financial excellence. So if you want to sit with us one-on-one, go to www.solomonwealth.co.za, click on the Get Started button, and we could be chatting one-on-one. So today we're talking about how you can boost your confidence. And as an investor, it's the first time you're doing this. Sometimes you haven't even sat with a financial advisor. Today I'm going to give you some tips on how you can improve your investor confidence. And I know when I first started advertising my business and when I used to speak about investments online, most of the time, 80% of the respondents are men. Now, I don't mind helping men. I have many male clients and I will continue to take on male clients. It's just for marketing purposes. We try and niche down on the females because I feel that's where the need is the greatest. So luckily, I've been able to change that over the while. We've seen more of females coming to our brokerage, wanting to invest. And a lot of the time, in fact, for the last 6 months or so, about 80% of the clients that we've taken on are women that have never invested, that are holding vast amount of money in the bank and have never even sat with a financial advisor. So if you are that woman, I want you to go to solomonwealth.co.za, click on the Get Started button, and I want to talk to you one-on-one because you need to start investing. Now, fear of losing money from investing, have you saving in the banks, you may be missing out on growth opportunities, especially if you're a woman. And when compared to men, women are much less likely to invest their savings. So when women invest, they tend to be more conservative and take less risk. And if you're one of my clients, I have some kind of maneuvers where I get you to take on some bit of risk, and we'll keep that for the one-on-one sessions. But this adds to the list of challenges women faced, especially when it comes to saving for retirement, which is long-term. And conservative investments could result in lower incomes at retirement. The tendency to take time off in terms of caregiving when we have kids and also living longer than men also impacts this in terms of retiring. So by letting money sit in savings and earning little interest, women face the risk far greater in the long run, such as their money losing value because of inflation or running out of money at retirement because we outlive men. One way to take on the fear out of investing is to work with a financial professional like yours truly. Okay, it's our responsibility to introduce opportunities that are suitable to help you meet your long-term goals. And one of the first things that I would ask you is we'll ask you a series of questions to try and understand your risk tolerance. So basically, your risk tolerance is how well you would handle it if your investments suddenly lose value, such as a drop in the market. Would you panic? Would you want to sell? Or would you ignore the market swings and ride it out with your eye on your long-term goal? If you don't know what kind of investor you are, you need to reach out and we can do a quick risk analysis to try and establish that. And if you find that you have a low risk tolerance, you would be considered a conservative investor who may pick investments that are considered low risk But you need to also understand that the growth potential may be less in these kind of investments. Here are some suggestions on how you can face those fears and explore options that could provide a higher return. Firstly, increase your financial literacy. So if you're listening, you're taking the first step. Congratulations to you. But we have tons of other resources such as our YouTube channel, Wealth Insiders, the private wealth education area we have for our members. All of our social media, we put out tons of information there, the ebooks I produce, the courses I produce. So tons of information that we're trying to put together to improve your financial education. And investors are often fearful of things you guys don't understand. And I encourage you to make the commitment to invest in yourself and enhance your knowledge to better understand how financial markets work. Pick a medium that's best for you. Go and listen to our audio stuff. A lot of our YouTube channel, if you have on YouTube Premium, you can listen to that on audio as well. Even on Audible, we're on Audible as well. So if you like to read, get your hands on our ebooks. If you like the audio-visual content, take a look at our courses as well. So do whatever you can. And sometimes you don't even have to dedicate actual time to this, right? Like this podcast. While you're gymming, while you're driving at work, plug in and learn, and not just from me, from others as well, because you need a different perspective. Also, another thing you can do is to build social responsibility. And if investing your money could make the world a better place, you may wish to learn more about ESG investing. And we spoke about this at our first quarterly investor talk that happened last month or earlier this month. So thinking beyond merely what's just good for you and you making money, investing in these sort of ESG investments, you're looking at things like good governance, environmental security, and longevity as well. Social responsibility investing is gaining popularity, and there's a growing number of choices available in the ESG space, from ETFs and mutual funds. So ESG, we're talking about environmental, social, and governance here. So anything that's in that fold, that's where you should be investing in. And that's what somebody like me does. Thirdly, you got to check those bad habits. And when you first start investing, you are tempted to check, you're checking, right? A couple of times a day how your investments are doing on your portfolio. And then you react emotionally to every move up and every move down. And this is where the emotions are stifling your investments, and it allows your fears or your overconfidence to creep in. And this can cause you to do opposite of the best practices in the terms of investing, such as buying low and selling high. Fourthly, you got to avoid the hype. Don't take advice from your uncle's sister's brother's friend who made some money from his neighbor, investing in something that you've never heard of. While following news reports on the markets may seem like a good way to learn, the truth is a good bit of that noise can increase your fear of the market and affect your emotions. So taking those third-party advice from people who just winging it and are not experienced and not qualified can lead to you buying into this hype and making a very emotional decision. Limit your intake of all the chatter and follow well-researched strategies. Fourthly, automate your investments, so you're not thinking about it constantly. You know every month $1,000 is going to your investment. So strategies such as the dollar cost averaging is something that you can follow. And dollar cost averaging means that at any level that the portfolio is in, you're investing small amounts of money for the long term, because you know that's going to pick up in time. People are used to saving and hiding money away under the mattress. Another, setting aside some available cash for an emergency, putting money away only in savings that's barely keeping up to interest, and thereby you're losing money through inflation. All right, that's what people are commonly doing. And becoming more familiar with how to invest, or by working with a wealth advisor, you can put yourself in a better position to grow your money and to reach your goals. And you probably sleep better knowing that your rands are working hard for you while you're trying to fulfill your dreams. All right, so if you fall into these categories and you're struggling to invest and you feel that you don't know enough, reach out. I can help. Go to www.solomonwealth.co.za and click on the Get Started button.
Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to visit our website at www.financiallyfabulousfemales.com and sign up for our free investment masterclass.